Adler was an Austrian psychologist, psychiatrist, and thinker of the precursors of Neo-Freudism, the creator of a system of individual psychology. His own way of life may have been an important aid in the conception of the individual theory of personality. It's believed that he first joined his supporters of Freud, but this is a misconception. In parallel, this Sigmund, in contrast to him, he founded his own school, which received the greatest influence in the 20s with the creation of the International Association of Individual Psychology. The concept of individual personality theory. Unique Freud, who emphasizes the role on the unconscious and sexuality and the determination of human behavior. Adler introduced a social factor into the explanation. The character of a person is formed under the influence of his lifestyle. That is the system of purposeful aspiration developed in childhood, in which the need for achieving superiority, self-assertion as compensation for the inferiority complex. For example, the famous accent Greek orator Demosthenes from childhood suffered for a speech defect, and many famous generals, people of short state. Adler believed that innately most children have a sense of inferiority compared to the omnipotent adults, which lead to the formation of an inferiority complex in the child. The development of personality, according to Adler's view, depends on how this complex will be compensated. In pathological causes, a person may try to compensate for his inferiority complex by striving for power over others. The main key principles of this theory can be divided into feeling inferiority and compensation, striving for excellence, lifestyle, social interest, creative self, birth order, fictitious finalism. The style of light and inferiority complex. Adler generally adopting the structural model of psychodevelopment by Sigmund Freud, replace the highly abstract driving forces of personality errors and Thanatos with more concrete one. The suggest that human life is defined by a strand of two basic needs: the need for power and superiority, and the need for attachment and belonging to a social group. Central to Adler's concept was the concept of compensation,